What's up, guys? Vince, the creator of the Vinsanity Six-Pack Shred here at Retro Fitness to give you guys level 1 of my six-pack system. I'm not going to talk your guys' ear off here. I'm just going to get right into the workout, so let's go. The first exercise is going to be an upper ab exercise. It's just called a rollover. So what you do, you lay back in crunch position, knees bent, feet on the floor. You want to place your palms on your thighs. After you do this, you're going to roll your shoulders off of the ground. That way you're engaging your upper abs, and you're going to crunch forward and roll your palms over your kneecaps. Rollovers. So you're going to do 10 of these. You're always going to keep your abs contracted, shoulders off the ground, and you're going to crunch up, working your upper abs. And then right after this, we're going to superset this with reverse crunches. So reverse crunches are actually going to work the lower abs. So this first superset is going to work your rectus abdominals, which is that six-pack that everybody talks about. So let's get into the reverse crunches. Reverse crunch. Lay on your back. You want your thighs perpendicular to the ground, and then you want your calves parallel to the ground, or they could even be touching your thighs. You just don't want to be swinging so that you're not using your abs at all. So this is starting position, perpendicular to the ground, and you're going to go from here, and you're going to roll your knees up to your chest using your lower abs. Notice my hands are just on the ground for stabilization. I'm not trying to use them to push myself backwards, because I can do that, but that's not going to be working your abs, and you're not going to get abs if you do it that way. So roll your knees up to your chest 10 times. And then this is the superset. So you don't want to take a break in between the last exercise and this exercise. If you need the break, you take it after this, and then get back into it. And remember to really focus on using those lower abs to bring it up. You want to roll your pelvis off of the ground completely. Alright, so here is where you take your rest if you need it. I'm not going to take the rest, and if you don't need to, then I advise you get right back into it, because that's how you're going to get the best results. So I'm going to get back into the rollovers. Lay back on your back in crunch position. Using your upper abs, roll your palms over your kneecaps. And remember, you're not going all the way down to the ground. You're always keeping your abs contracted. That's the best way to get results. And then after this, remember, you go straight into the reverse crunches. There's no break after this. The break was just before this. Alright, so then go straight from the rollovers to the reverse crunches. Remember, starting position, thighs perpendicular to the ground. You want to roll your knees up so that your pelvis comes completely off of the ground using your lower abs. I incorporate some kind of reverse crunch in all my ab workouts, and I advise you do too. And again, your mat might fart on you. Nothing wrong with that. It's okay. You can't control it. And then so here is where you take a break again. If you don't need it, get right back into it. But if you do, take your break here. Take whatever you need. 10 seconds, 20 seconds, 30 seconds. Just make sure you can get 3 sets of this, and then we got another superset after that. But try to stay in it, guys. Make sure you stay in it. And again, try to keep the rest to a minimum. And then straight from the rollovers to reverse crunches. And guys, you should be feeling this by now. 10 of these. Don't quit on me now. This is the last set of this. Push through this. 2 more exercises. And then we finish it off with planks. 10 of these. Alright, so next superset is going to be Russian twists and flutter kicks. So we're actually going to start with the flutter kicks. So if you don't know what these are, you lay on your back, you stick your feet out straight, and then you put your hands under your butt because when you stick your legs out straight, it brings your lower back off the ground, and that causes lower back stress, can cause injury. So place your hands under your butt for that support, and then stick your feet out, and you just flutter kick. So you're going to do 10 vertical. And again, these are working lowers, and really you have to have your hands under your butt, otherwise this will hurt your lower back. And then after you do 10 vertical each foot, you do 10 horizontal. So these are actually called scissor kicks, but I just like calling them all flutter kicks because they all are just flutter kicks. So you go 10 top and bottom with these. Alright, and then after this, we're going to go straight into Russian twists. There's no rest in between them. Alright, so lean back until your feet come off the ground, sit on your butt, and you're just going to make a fist with both of your hands, and you're going to twist your torso. Russian twist. I'm sure most of you guys have done these or seen people do them. A very common mistake is people like to just extend their arm and touch the ground, therefore not really doing much for you. You want to make sure you're twisting your body as far as you can to really work your serratus muscle, uppers, lowers. This is actually a great complete core workout, but it really focuses on your serratuses. So, I'm going to do 10 each side here. And notice I'm really accentuating my turning. That way I'm getting the best burn I can. Woo! So here's where you take your break. If you need your break here, there's nothing wrong with that. I could definitely use a break, but I'm going to push back into it. So we're going to get back into the flutter kicks. Hands under your butt, legs straight out, flutter kick. Remember, 10 each foot. And then after you do those 10, you're going to go into the horizontal flutter kicks. And when you do these, if you didn't notice, I'm going right over and then right under. Scissors. So you go 10 over and under with both feet here. And then after this, you go into the Russian twists. And then your break after that. Really try to push. For these supersets, really try to push through and not take your breaks where they're not supposed to be. So go straight into your Russian twists here. Really focus on turning your torso. And 10 each side. If these get a little easy for you guys, grab a 5-pound dumbbell, 10-pound dumbbell, whatever you can handle, and start building that muscle. Woo! Okay, 10 each side on the Russian twist. And after the Russian twist is where you take your break if you need it. So we're going to get back into the flutters. But if you need your rest right here, if you're out of breath, there's nothing wrong with that. This is a great workout. There's nothing wrong with being tired from this. So take your rest if you need it. But if you don't need it, let's go. Hands under your butt. Support that lower back. Flutter kick. 10 each foot. Focus on using your obliques and your lower abs here. And then after you do your 10 each foot vertical, you do 10 top and bottom, each foot horizontal. You'll feel this a little bit in your hip flexors and your quads, and that's okay. Strengthening those as well. Alright guys, last set of the Russian twists, and then we're on to our planks. Don't quit, let's go. 10 each side, 10 Russian twists, and we got one exercise left, and you're done with level 1. Turn those shoulders. Don't use your arms. Ooh. Woo! That's good. Alright guys. So that concludes the second superset. So the last exercise is going to be 3 sets of a plank. So I'm going to get right into it right here. A lot of you probably need a break here. Take your break. There's nothing wrong. Take your 20 seconds, 30 seconds in between these planks. You're going to be taking a rest if you need it. I'm going to push through. So I'm going to get right into it right now. We're going to go 30-second plank here. And then also, you don't want to be up like this. Right in the middle. You want to just be sitting on your shoulders. You don't want to be using your arms to hold yourself up. You're just sitting. Shoulders balanced, body straight. I actually lost count of this one, guys, so I think that might be around 30 seconds. Hold it for another second, just in case. So, we're going to do 3 sets of this. So take your rest here if you need it. Try to keep it to a max of 10 to 20 seconds, but if you don't need that 10 to 20 seconds, don't use that 10 to 20 seconds. I'm going to get right back into it. And if you can get right back into it, do it. But if you can't, don't worry about it. Because you're doing this system, and this system will get you abs if you stick to it. So another 30 seconds here. This is your second set. One more after this, and you're done with level 1. 10 more seconds. Yeah, you should be feeling this. The plank is a very good all-over core workout. It's all regions of it. So that is the end of the second set. One more set. 5 to 10 second, 20 second rest if you need it. But keep it to a minimum. I'm going to go right back into it. Last set. Really try to push it. Try to make that break. If you're on a break still right now, get out of it. Push through right now. Get this last set in. 30 seconds of a plank, strengthening that core, getting ready for level 2. Remember, keep your body straight. Don't dip. Don't push your butt up. Right in the middle. And that's going to hit all parts of your core. And if you handle this easily, put some weight on your back. That'll make it a little bit tougher. Alright guys, that concludes level 1. I had a great time, I hope you did. Check out my website for updates, thevinsanity6packshred.com. Follow us on social medias for new ab videos or anything else that we can be putting up there. And remember, if your workouts aren't hard, your abs won't be either. See ya.